If you're seeing this right now, it's not random. This video shows up only when you finally reach the inner state where you're ready to take action on what you've been avoiding. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That thing you keep pushing to next week. That conversation you keep rehearsing but never having. That decision you keep circling around but never landing on. That habit you know is slowly draining you. That dream you keep calling someday. For a long time, every time you thought about it, your body tightened. Your chest got heavy. Your mind got loud. You distracted yourself, numbed yourself, convinced yourself it's not the right time, I'm not ready yet, or it'll somehow fix itself. But lately, something has changed. You still feel some fear, but under the fear, there's something new, a quiet strength, a deeper calm, a different kind of discomfort. The discomfort of not acting. That's the sign. You haven't just reached a new day on the calendar, you've reached a new state of being. For a long time, you thought you were procrastinating because you were lazy, undisciplined, or broken. The universe wants you to know that isn't true. You weren't stalling because you didn't care. You were stalling because part of you didn't feel safe yet. Your nervous system was still carrying old fear, old shame, old stories. Your mind remembered every time you spoke up and were ignored. Every time you tried and got rejected. Every time you cared and it didn't work out. So you avoided. Not because you're weak, but because avoidance was your way of self-protection. And the universe didn't judge you for that. It watched you. It watched you heal a little at a time. It watched you grow, release, outgrow, and remember who you really are. It saw the nights you were honest with yourself. I know I can't keep living like this. It heard the quiet promise in your heart. I will do it. I just don't know when. This is the win. You finally reached the inner alignment where taking action is no longer just an idea. It's becoming a necessity. Avoiding it now feels heavier than facing it. That's how you know you're ready. Read that again. When staying the same becomes more painful than changing, you've arrived at the doorway of action. The universe has been rearranging your inner world for this moment. The insights you've had, the people who left, the patterns you're tired of repeating, all of it has been preparing you to hold the version of you who does the thing, not just thinks about it. So let's talk about what you've been avoiding. Maybe it's starting the project that could actually change your life. Maybe it's ending the situation that's quietly draining your soul. Maybe it's going to therapy, asking for help, setting a boundary, telling the truth, applying, moving, beginning. Whatever it is, you don't need another motivational high. You need a grounded realization. You are no longer the person who needed to avoid this. You've become wiser, more self-aware, more compassionate toward yourself, more honest about what you want. Avoidance was a chapter. Read it, learn from it, but don't live in it. Here's what the universe wants you to understand. You were never behind. You were ripening. You were gathering the strength, the perspective, the self-respect you needed so that when you finally took action, you wouldn't sabotage it, you wouldn't run from it, and you wouldn't hand your power away again. And now, something inside you is different. The fear is still there, yes, but now it's standing next to something bigger, a sense of inner readiness. The voice inside that used to say, "Not yet," is starting to whisper, "If not now, when?" The universe isn't going to drag you through this door. It will simply hold it open and remind you. You don't have to feel 100% confident to act. You don't have to know every step to take the first one. You don't have to erase fear. You only have to stop letting it drive. Action in this season won't come from panic or pressure. It will come from alignment, from the part of you that knows, I am allowed to move forward, even if I tremble. I am allowed to choose myself, even if others don't understand. I am allowed to begin, even if I don't feel perfect. So here is your invitation. Think of the one thing you've been avoiding. Feel how heavy it has become. Now imagine the lightness on the other side of simply starting. Sending the message, booking the session, making the call, writing the first page, having the conversation, taking the first small, imperfect step. You don't have to finish today. You just have to stop hiding from the beginning. This video is your confirmation that your inner world is finally strong enough to support the outer action. You are not the same person who kept delaying. You are the person who moves. Gently, bravely, honestly. Even with your heart beating fast. If this message reached you at the right moment, it's because your soul called it in. Now, let your action answer. Then, go do one small thing today that your future self will thank you for. The universe is already walking with you.